All right, Jack, let's check out one of your slalom runs on Ego from last month. Um, you know, Overall comment, just taking it too direct, too straight at the gates, and turning underneath. Remember, we have to get it done above. We want to bring some of our turn shape back to the pole, so when we pass the pole, we have our direction done. And, I'm talking about whenever it's offset, particularly steeps, when our apex above the panel. So here you come in to the gate, and just not quite enough direction done. Your skis are pointing, this way, and here's the next pole. You can see that we'd want to be heading at this point, this way. So what happens is you got all your turn down here. All right, so you're finishing your turn now. We'd want to be in that position, but right up against the pole. So cause you to be a little late and low. Your turn shape is really what we call a J, right? Sort of a J shape, straight, straight, straight here. We're looking for comma shape, so we're looking for our shape to be above the pole. Not a very good comma, but having direction done as we pass the pole. Same here. You're hitting the pole. Besides clearly, leaning in, and we got to get some angles. We just can't be leaning in because weight's on the inside ski. But you're hitting the pole now, and your skis are heading, straight down the hill, and we want them to be going more that way. So again, the turn is down here, and this is unfortunately just slow. So a couple things also while we're here, need to be more in the front seat. You got to be in the front of the boot. There's really no ankle flexion there, and kind of just on your heels. So, let's, make sure we are bring those hips up over the boots at the top of the turn. You do a little bit there, but just keep moving forward, forward. You got to get some ankle flexion. And you got to get the turn done earlier because you kind of went straight here. And you got a little turn right there. And part of the problem is, turning too early. The rise line, it's hard to see here, but it would be drawn up here more or less. And we got to get to the rise line and then bring it back. So you started the turn way too early. I mean, you could see from there, if you continue to really turn hard and carve, you'd straddle the gate. So you had to kind of lay off of it, kind of skid a bit, skid by the pole, and now you can finish your turn. Same here. Rise line is going to be out. You can see where the red one is, out there. Rise line somewhere, hard to draw, but out there. So you can see from here, you started that turn, looking at that red pole. If you continue to arc a turn, carving from there, you'd probably be on the inside of it. So you start the turn way too early, and you can see there again. You have no choice, really, but now just skid sideways, sneak around it, and then turn. So your turn is here. And we want that to be above the pole. But we want to, intersect the rise line with our skis going out this way still. So it enables us to arc a little back to the pole with direction done. You intersect the rise line with your skis going straight down the hill already. You're in the fall line at the rise line. And therefore, you have to just skid by the top of the gate and give yourself now room and sneak by it and then turn. And unfortunately, that's a little slow. But, you know, there's some good things. Got a good pole plant here, I believe. Yeah, right there. Not terribly reaching, so there's a lot of positives. It's a lot of your line. I think that you need to work on, be a little more patient, take it out to the rise line with your skis still on when it's offset, not pointing down the hill, and try to bring some little bit of a shape back to the pole, carving the top of the turn. You need to pass the pole with direction done, and that should help you out. Plus, get in the front of the boot, have some ankle flexion.